It's me, Nia Lamborghini. I'm the storyteller for the Divine Sovereign Feminine. I found this lake. It is a nice path that goes around it. So I've been going there. And last week I was getting ready to go and I just kept thinking, I know I'm going to see somebody. I know I'm going to see somebody. It's just a feeling I get. So I went there and I was jogging around the lake, and this girl started walking the opposite way. Well, she was walking the opposite way from me, and she had this pink lame little shirt with a little skirt, and then she had high top white tennis shoes with socks, and she had this white scarf around her head. It looked like it was covering ears. And when I saw her, I thought, oh no, 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 that can't be a cat person. And then I kept walking. I was kind of looking at her. And then I was like, no, is that a cat person? Because she seems like she could be a fembot, right? From the Cat Alliance. And I started thinking, I wonder if she is, but maybe does she know who she is? You know, when you have these visitations with people, do they know who they are? And I walked around the lake, and then I convinced myself, no, she just was a girl, and she was just dressed in a certain way, and I was just imagining that she could have been covering her ears. And then I stopped and I was looking at the lake, and all of a sudden this little bicycle just like skids behind me, and I could hear this child jump off the bike. And I turned around and I saw this child run into this tree. And then they turned around and it was a little girl wearing a cat helmet. It was like with the eyes, the big, beautiful eyes and the ears. And I was like, oh my God, you have a cat helmet on. And then I turned around and saw the mother and father walking towards me. And I thought, I said, no, I was shocked because she was wearing a cat helmet. That's what I was saying to her, because I didn't want the mom to think that I was, saying anything to her daughter or whatever. And then as soon as I stopped talking, I looked, and there was the girl. I think about it sometimes, and I wonder, because the ninth process, it's like the eighth, ninth, 10th process of making myth through movement is uncovering, discovering, and promoting the 8 essential sub-identities, their inner child collective, and all of their archetypes. This ninth process came to me when I had already started writing the book. It took me an entire year to go through the process, and I created this cosmic egg. And the cosmic egg is a central planet, which my central planet is the new Earth. It's a larger Earth, Tiamat, with a crystal river running through it. And the overseer is the goddess of the sun, which is a sub-archetype, right? She's the main sub-archetype. But Captain Siddhartha Snow started coming to me when I used to go out and take walks. I would hear these transmissions coming. I don't know what it was. I could just see that there was this living ship and they were transmitting messages to me. They started telling me about the black cube technology. It's an ancient device from the central cosmos. It's one of the most ancient technological devices for mashing old realities. So basically, making myth through movement is a process. It's a technology. It's a science art technology that you use to answer any question based on the 1 to 3 most important things. There's a whole technology for asking the questions, but basically the entire teaching is like to guide you through the maze. But what happens when this is going on is that you're just led to your soul's purpose. See, when I first discovered the teaching, it was after 35 years of research, after my profound near-death experience at age 11. So let's get back to Captain Siddhartha Snow and the sub-identities. The whole idea of making myth through movement is that you're pretending. It's playing in the myths. So you have to get the set. You can go to my website, goddessartproductions.com, and click on it, or you can go straight to eBay and just type in The Goddess of the Sun and the 72 Portals to New Earth Reality. I think somebody had bought my book before and they're selling it, but mine's actually cheaper, so go to the one that's cheaper on there. And you can get it there, so it describes everything. But I want to get back to these sub-identities. It's just such an interesting thing. I never would have thought things would have gone that way, but I think that what it is that the 72 portals to a new earth reality are creating, it's a co-creation of the playing in the myths and understanding, recognizing these different aspects of ourselves, which could be a past life. I don't know, but the thing of it is, basically, it's based on the art and science of the soul. And when you start, I don't know what happened. It's just the weirdest thing. Like, I keep having these visitations and seeing these beings. I don't know if this happens to other people, but lately it's been happening so much that I'm just left wondering what is going on. So this Captain Siddhartha Snow, she's part of the she's a co-captain with her partner, Captain Daniel D'Artagnan Swift. They're Pleiadian cat people. They're interdimensional, and this particular group of cat people, they're that's what they are. They're Pleiadians. They have this ship, which the ships are living. The ships grow. So originally, I think the ship was 2,500 miles. I don't know if it's grown or not. Maybe. I think maybe it started off as 1,500 miles wide. But there's that's what it is. There's 2,500 fembots. They're cat people that oversee. They watch over, they guide and protect the divine sovereign feminines on earth as we enter through this auspicious time that we're going through. Well, I think that all sorts of people have different beliefs about what's going on. I don't think I have a particular belief, because I would have never thought that I'd be having a conversation like this in reference to my set, but as it is, I'm trying to explain how it all fits together and why it would be. See, the 72 portals of the new earth, think of them like co-creations with the central theme of what it is what a new earth is. Because say you're going to a new world, a new earth, but there's nothing there, so you have to co-create with other beings, other God beings, other divine sovereign human to create this new earth reality. But you have to have containers to co-create in. So I think that's what's going on with a lot of people, is that they're kind of say you're trying to be a leader and a teacher, a co-creator for the new earth reality, the paradise earth, one love, all one love, new earth humanity for all. But you don't have any, it hasn't been created. So these sub-identities each hold pieces to this co-creation. So when you it's kind of like say it's the big thing where people always want to know their past lives. You can think of it that way, but that's not really how it is. They really come because, see, if you really think about it, if these are past lives, they're all just you. See, I think that a lot of times people think about a past life like this distant figure, this person, this other being, but they're actually just you, which is just, I find it to be fascinating that all these different aspects of myself that I've uncovered, discovered, and promoted through playing in the myth. See, I'm not sitting here saying Captain Siddhartha Snow is real or not, but what I'm saying is just so weird, is that I'm having real life experiences, and I'm not sure what to think. I'm just not sure what to think. I think that what it is that when we converse with these different parts of ourselves, and we see ourselves in this way, and then we get a physical manifestation, it's kind of like that whole twin flame thing, right? Like, you want to be with this person not because they offer different things. It's because it's the way they make you feel, right? So they give you this sense of like purpose and inspiration. Like Captain Siddhartha Snow, when I first discovered her, I see her as, well, the way I do see her, she's got this really thick, kind of blondish white long hair. She's tall. I would say maybe she's about 6 foot, maybe 5'8", 5'9". She's a tall girl. She's extremely beautiful. She's a captain. What can I say? She oversees all these fembots that and she's like an art scientist. So she's interdimensional. So she would be, maybe say she'd be the original identity, but she also simultaneously lives in a different dimension, so that when she comes through me, I've had experience where I just see her come right into my body and I am her. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little message today. This is going to be video 1 of 12 for the second series of developing executive power. And I have a reading that I did, but I don't have it with me right now because I'm on a bike ride. But I've been kind of putting it out because I've been busy building my life in other areas, and I'm doing a painting, and I'm working at the deli twice a week. And I'm kind of doing this thing where I'm really focusing on building my strength. So one day I go to the spa and swim for an hour, and then I do the cold and hot plunge and all that type of thing. And then the next day I go to the lake, which I was telling you about, and I go for a jog. And then on the third day I go bike riding. But then I'm also doing other things. So that's why I haven't gotten back to doing a video. But I'm going to be doing a video soon. I'm thinking maybe Friday or Saturday I'm going to put out the second video. But this is the first video. So anyway, I hope everyone is having a co-creative day and playing in the myth. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.